Hello YouTubers. It was like a second video posted this week, but today was really awesome at school. We had Bill Kurtis come in and lecture us about his brand Tallgrass Beef. And it was really interesting learning about this. Pretty much, there's no antibiotics in it. It's really healthy to eat. Even oncologists say it's good for you. So if oncologists and cardiologists are saying it's good to eat, and nutritionists, dietitians technically, then it's a good product. We actually got to try some at school. It was really, really good. It tastes better than the corn-fed beef, pardon me. I'm like out of it today. He's a very down-to-earth gentleman. He lectured us, and then we had one of his affiliates that works for him for the Tallgrass Beef company, and he got into more of the details of economics and, corn-fed versus the grass-fed they have, and how that affects our environment, and how it affects a person, and everything is all like one. Everything is combined. Everything, it's a domino effect, basically. That's what I meant to say. And that was the most interesting lecture I had, and it was so funny. The guy was from Mississippi. I forgot his name. I feel real bad. He's a doctor. He's a PhD doctor and some philosophical doctorate degree. Oh, he was joking. I was like, you call us all rednecks, Bill. I'll show you some pictures, in his southern accent. He was really funny, but a very intelligent man, and he gave a very good lecture as well as Bill Kurtis, and it's awesome. If anybody's in the culinary field or in the medical field or business, restauranteering, grocery field, not corporations, but places like that, that'd be a great thing to book. Seriously, if you're a culinary student, it's very valuable to learn these things, to learn about the product, because you're going to want to sell quality products to your customers. And of course, you're going to want them to be nutritional. I can't speak today. I'm like out of it. I'm half asleep. But it was very, very interesting. I got to shake his hand. He came and checked out our kitchens at school. I go to Ivy Tech. It's in East Chicago, Indiana. The Garza campus. So if you're in the region, if anybody watches this, if they came to lecture, we're very, very lucky they got to experience that. And the beef, I don't know how to. It tastes different from corn-fed. It tastes more like beef to taste. It's, pardon me, because the cows are on a natural diet. They're eating grass, they're grazing, so they're getting movement, not cooped up in pens and everything. It's incredibly, incredibly interesting, and hopefully, I think even Tallgrass has its own YouTube channel. I'll see if I can find that out and post the link on my information, but it was incredibly, incredibly interesting. If anybody has a chance, do it. Talk to your instructors or people who teach at your school. Talk to them about it. Chef Joe Trauma hooked us up basically with it. It was awesome. It's rare, that things like that happen at school, but it's good because it's engaging and you're learning a lot of information, and it's very practical. For what I'm going into, I kind of want to know where the product's coming from, and if it's certified organic, and if it's really what they're really talking about, and you want to make sure you have good product. You want to give good product out to people. Instead of half-assing it, which we kind of do that in America somewhat. I'm not gonna lie, it's just back then though with the corn-fed beef, it was a lot better because all these additives and crap were in it. It's horrible. They're fed antibiotics, and it's the craziest fact we learned from that. It was like 70% of antibiotics that are made are given to cows, cattle, the beef industry. Opposed like what we get 30% if we get sick. That's insane. And if they're feeding that with the corn, they're just making the cows grow. Hormone growth, and it's even another terrible statistic we learned that 7-year-old girls are starting puberty. It's because of all the food additives and everything that's put in there that's absolutely disgusting. Heck, I were getting boobs, like, maybe towards the end of 4th grade, going into 5th grade, so I was about 10, 11 years old. I mean, 7-year-olds now? That's crazy. Little girls are could end up developing breast cancer, and that's disturbing. I don't know what this affects a male, but for a woman, for us ladies, that's a disturbing statistic. But to make this tall story short, I can't even speak right, I'm sorry. To make a short story, well, whatever, I can't say that. I could I'll post the website on there too, if I can find it, and I'll even post the phone number to give information on if anybody's interested, or you can even check out their YouTube page. I'll even see if I can find the link for that. But seriously, you have to try this beef. It's excellent. Well, the reason why Bill Kurtis took it, because it's close to our school. I'm sure he goes around the country and does it as well, gives out his lectures and speeches. But, we're close to Chicago, like East Chicago, I would say about 15 to 10 minutes away from downtown, possibly. Not that far. You can hop on Indianapolis Boulevard, US 41, and becomes Lakeshore Drive not that long after. But if anybody is interested, if you're, else in this country, you really should look into that at your school. Talk about it. It's just interesting. I wanted to share that, and it was an awesome day, basically. I met the dude. He shook my hand. Bill Kurtis he's very intellectual, and he's not a bore to listen to. I'm sure if you're a cold case file fan on A&E, that's him giving advice. I totally forgot that the Ron Burgundy, anchorman, the Ron Burgundy story, he's at the beginning, he's talking, Will Ferrell jumps out of the helicopter. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't realize that until now. But he's been around for a long time. He's been on CBS for 40 years. He's been an anchorman, and previous to that, he has a law degree. So this man's incredibly intelligent. He knows what the hell he's talking about. So if you can, seriously, get him to come and lecture at your school. If you're a culinary student, if you're a medical student, I mean, this is great for people who are becoming, dietitians, for nurses, even for doctors. People who are in the health field need to know this as well. Besides culinary students, we're all in this together, and it can make a difference. People could start eating healthier. And the crazy thing is, too, that I even heard some vegetarians are willing to eat that because there's no animal cruelty in it. They get to roam around freely, and graze on grass. It's not like they're being force-fed corn and force-fed God knows what else, But seriously, I would get him to lecture, Mr. Bill Kurtis. You won't be disappointed because his lectures are very good, a little bit entertaining if there's a little comedy in there, but very interesting. He's easy to listen to. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Share that with everybody today. I can't even talk, right? Don't ask me why. But seriously, consider that. I wish I could make little demos of myself thinking, but I need a better camera than my cell phone. But thank you so much for listening to me, and check out Tallgrass Beef if you get a chance to. It's awesome. Bye.